I was in the Mother's Day Out class at church, and one of the young ladies, she was a teenager actually, she said, "Miss Johnson," she says, "can I talk to you? You know, you've been at our church for a long time, and you know, I love David. I don't want you to get upset, but I want you to take this number and call this doctor." And she says, "I've noticed that when David is around other kids, there's things that he's behind on." So I took her advice. I called him, and then we took David in 2012, and they did some blood work. He had autism. We started back at Harrington, the sensory, the class. It wasn't the kids or the teachers, great, but the sensory of having so many kids in class. He was coming home and he was breaking and he was crying, and it was not him. I started seeing immediate changes in David within a matter of days. Since the oil, I took him outside yesterday when it was nice, and we sat on the back porch, and he actually did yoga with me. It's amazing. The cannabis oil does not make him sleepy, but he has been actually able to sleep a full night's rest, almost 8 hours. I tried walking him around the block a few times before the oil, and sometimes my husband had to drive and pick us up because he couldn't handle the sensory. He was just fearful. He never noticed the things around him. He would notice certain things, but the things that he did notice before the oil would put fear in him. I mean, he would just be scared in general, just to walk outside sometimes. The other day, it was kind of funny. He says, "I would like to walk to the park, and I don't care about those bees." He enjoyed that. We haven't done that but twice in his whole life. Before the oil, he wouldn't have touched anything on his dad's garden except strawberries. Now he is trying broccoli. Thank you, Jesus. I think that has changed our whole family, how we speak with him, how we play with him, how he interacts with his dad, with his mom, and with his sisters. The service that I receive from Compassionate Cultivation is I always have you guys directly, within a matter of an hour, I have someone calling me back. I have someone that I have text with. You made us feel comfortable enough to know what he was getting. I would like to see this accessible to all of Texas families.